Now at 5 and streaming on crossroadstoday.com, 2 suspects in custody after last night's fatal shooting at an El Paso mall. New details on the shooter at Michigan State University. He died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The Justice Department has taken over the corruption investigation involving Texas AG Ken Paxton.
Wind chills potentially in the 20s overnight. We'll talk all about it.
And the latest on the Luther Hotel, that hotel built in 1903. You're watching 25 News Now at 5. Good afternoon. Thank you for being with us. I'm James Munoz. Karina Garcia is filling in on Sunrise this week. The gunman who killed 3 Michigan State University students Monday night had a note listing more potential targets. Law enforcement say Anthony Dwayne McCrae was carrying weapons and ammo. The other possible targets included a warehouse, an employment agency, a discount store, and a church, as well as a restaurant. He claimed he was the leader of a group of 20 killers. Authorities found no evidence of that. After the shooting, campus officers spotted McCrae walking alone about 4 miles from the school. He produced a weapon and killed himself. The pause to demolish the Luther Hotel in Palacios extended today for a 3rd time. Both sides gathered for a temporary injunction hearing this morning. The judge who was overseeing the hearing says both parties agreed to recess until April 3rd with the temporary restraining order that has paused the sale of or the demolition of the Luther Hotel in place. There's an online petition to save the Luther Hotel, which has gained more than 2,500 signatures. The historic landmark risks demolition from the Ed Rachel Foundation after the estate of deceased owner Jack Finley attempted to sell the property. So here's your viewer poll this afternoon. Scan that QR code right there on your screen to vote. Should the Luther Hotel be demolished? Yes or no? We want to hear from you. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to participate. Don Brubaker will have what you and your neighbors are saying on 25 News Now at 6. All right, stay with us. Straight ahead on 25 News Now at 5, a Louisiana police officer who fatally shot an unarmed man now charged with negligent homicide. Also, one of the boys who was rescued from a Thailand cave in 2018 has died in the UK.
News Center 25 at 6 and 10 is also heard on KVNN 1340 AM, Victoria's News Network.
Every once in a while, people will come along. They bring their instant identity to the table. This kid brings his heart on his sleeve.
Who got you into music?
My dad passed away a couple of months ago.
I could tell he meant a lot to you. Yeah,
Sorry, buddy.
I got it, man.
I'll tell you I love you once more. Time is gone. Oh, sorry.
Young man, your dad is very proud.
The best is yet to come.
It would appear that the butler did it. But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event. Now that's a killer deal. Good thing this Rogue has a VC turbo engine, unlike RAV4.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
Catch these offers while you can.
Authorities arrested Shreveport police officer Alexander Tyler this morning. On February 3rd, police responded to a domestic disturbance call at an apartment complex. 2 officers arrived and 43-year-old Alonzo Bagley jumped down from an apartment balcony and ran off. Police say Tyler caught up with Bagley and fired 1 shot, striking Bagley in the chest, killing him. The charge comes hours after Bagley's family watched video of the shooting.
It was really, really sad to watch, hurtful to watch, hard to watch. I won't be okay until I know that justice will be served. Charges, that's fine, that's cool and all, but we need to see more action behind that. That's what I'm looking to see. I'm not satisfied until they give a verdict, until I see.
Bagley's family has sued Alexander Tyler for violating Bagley's Fourth Amendment rights. They're seeking more than $10 million in damages. One of the 12 young soccer players rescued from deep inside a cave in Thailand in 2018 has died. People close to the 17-year-old say he was found unconscious in a football academy dorm room in England Sunday. He died Tuesday in the hospital. The cause of his death is unclear. It was reported as an accident. In 2018, he was the captain of the Wild Boars football team, trapped in a cave for more than a week until an elite team of divers from around the world rescued them. His mother says her son fulfilled his dream of being a soccer student abroad. Senators from Ohio and Pennsylvania are pushing for answers after the Ohio train derailment 2 weeks ago. In a letter to the EPA and the NTSB, they thank the EPA for its swift response to the February 3rd incident and the days-long blaze following, but ask for more information on the long-term effects on the environment. The head of the EPA met with state and local leaders today.
I'm very clear when I say as long as it takes. We will go through this process with the citizens of East Palestine for as long as it takes. The federal government will be here for as long as it takes. The president has called the governor and offered the federal assistance that he needs, and I trust that the governor will accept that offer, and we will be here as long as it takes.
The senators also want to know how the federal government plans to hold the rail company Norfolk Southern accountable. The Gun Violence Archive says 47 days into 2023, there were already 72 mass shootings. An emergency physician is addressing the hurdles facing the healthcare system in an effort to prevent any more mass tragedies.
The images are heart-stopping and all too familiar.
I've seen firsthand so many times the effect of a bullet.
Emergency physician Megan Ranney says the trauma of gun violence not only affects victims, but their families, friends, first responders, and the community as a whole.
We don't have great solutions. What we have instead is this repetitive trauma that our kids are growing up under.
Ranney says there are hurdles facing the healthcare system which don't help them help those in need. The first thing she says needs to change. Risk factors need to be recognized.
Physicians, nurses, physician assistants, they get no training right now in medical school or in other parts of health professional school about how to recognize risk for perpetrating gun violence against oneself or of perpetrating gun violence against someone else.
Even when there's a red flag, Ranney says many times the healthcare system lacks the tools to address it.
We know that there is a deficit of mental health providers in this country, so if we do recognize problems, we often lack the resources to refer a patient to.
And Ranney says many in healthcare don't always feel comfortable counseling patients about safe gun storage.
There's a role for the healthcare system, but it has to be embedded into kind of a larger cultural change about how do we recognize risk and then what do we do afterwards.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
A federal judge ordered Sam Bankman-Fried not to use a VPN online, concerned the FTX cryptocurrency exchange founder might try to hide what he's doing on the internet. He was previously banned from using encrypted messaging apps, allowing him to send texts that auto-delete. Bankman-Fried has pleaded guilty to 8 criminal charges with a maximum prison sentence of 115 years. He's accused of cheating his customers and improperly using funds that ended in billions of dollars in losses. This Saturday, February 18th at 2 p.m., Patty Welder Middle School is celebrating Black History Month at First United Methodist Church. The community is invited to enjoy the festivities and listen to gospel music.
We're looking at a wind advisory in place set to expire at 6. We'll talk more about it coming up straight ahead.
Counterfeit prescription pills laced with fentanyl are killing our kids by the thousands across the nation. The pills look safe. Can you tell which one is real? Drug dealers are pushing these deadly pills on your kids' social media. It only takes one pill to kill. And it did. You can help stop the fentanyl epidemic. Talk to your kids about the dangers of counterfeit prescription pills. Visit onepillkilled.org.
Weather in the Crossroads can be disruptive. like the big flood, Hurricane Harvey, and the Arctic blast.
Conditions can change in an instant, which is why we're committed to keeping you and your family safe.
Warning you in advance with weather alert days, on air, online, and on our Crossroads Today mobile app.
From Victoria to Cuero and Port Lavaca, the 25 News Now First Warn Storm Team helps you plan your day every day.
In Texas, the future belongs to everyone, so we created the truck of the future for everyone. Ford F-150, part of America's best-selling trucks for 46 straight years. With an available 12-inch touchscreen and interior work surface, it puts the world at your fingertips. And there's a great in-stock selection to choose from at your best in Texas Ford dealer. Drive a new 2022 Ford F-150 today with 0% financing plus $1,000 low APR cash plus complimentary maintenance.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Need a career or change your career? Do you want to start your own business or grow your own? It's free! Join us February 17th and 18th at the 2023 Business Expo and Job Fair in Victoria, Texas. It's free! Want to know about the funding? Get there early. Business sessions start at 9 a.m. on building and growing your business. Or just meet all the employers and get hired. It's free!
It's a Stars and Stripes savings celebration at Lax Furniture. Get up to 10 to 50% off. Plus, get interest-free financing for up to 60 months and save an extra 10% off when you pay with cash. Plus, get free delivery. Find the pieces you need for every room in your home, like a 5-piece dining set for just $9.95 or a 2-piece reclining living room set for just $14.95. Shop the President's Day sale through President's Day Monday only at Lax Furniture.
All right, we'll start off in Cuero. We didn't have a lot of sun today. We had a lot of clouds today, and it's a little bit different than what we encountered the last 3 to 4 days when we saw temperatures shooting into the 70s and 80s. Here we are now getting knocked back down to the realities. We're still in the middle of winter with a little more than a month to go still. Well, no, yeah, about 6 weeks of winter, 5 weeks of winter left, but still, winter is here, and this is what we saw today. Okay, there's 71. That's a little misleading. I was walking my puppy doggy last night. It was about 73 degrees. So really, then, a few hours later after midnight, temperatures started to fall. So this reading is misleading as temperatures fell throughout the day. Really, we probably topped out in the mid-50s if you want to call it that real high temperature. Here's where we should be. I know that was a 71, but that was overnight when we had those high dew points. Then the boundary came in, rang out all the moisture, and we started dropping down with the cooler air. We've been as high as close to 90 back in 1927. So here's our temperatures. 24 hours ago, we were 73, 74, 72, 76. No, here we are sitting now in the low to mid-50s temperature-wise. Okay, these dew points were 70 plus in some spots yesterday at this time. And that boundary, just like that, boom. It's like you're cleaning the window off at the gas station. And here we go, rang out all the moisture. Now we're in the 20s and the 30s. So not going to hold a lot of heat. Cooler air shuffling down into the atmosphere. It's going to be a chilly night, especially with the winds. We're going to touch on that in half a second. But here we have a wind advisory. This could expire by 6 o'clock, so maybe about 40 minutes from now. I'll let you know what happens. Could be extended or it could expire at 6 o'clock. But for now, yes, we're looking at some 40-mile-per-hour gusts. Here's a look at the area. So very much on the breezy side. That boundary came through. Now that cold northerly air, the air from the north, rushing down, hitting the coast, and really spiking up our winds. What does that mean? Okay, unsecured objects can blow around, maybe some power outages, could have trouble driving high-performance vehicles, and it has other effects as well. It has effect on our temperatures. So temperatures shooting down into the 30s. You had wind chills. Look where we're going. I think it just skipped right by my little note I had on there. But let's see here. It did. We are going to drop down into the mid-20s overnight and into the morning. Yeah, and then at the end of the weekend, we do start to improve as temperatures back in the 70s. Okay, let's see here. Here's our future tracker. Here's our cold front that did all the damage, pulling away from us. High pressure now in here, clearing skies, but also pulling that cool, dry air down from the north. Eventually, the high is going to start to move off and out of the way. What's that going to do? Open up the door for warm air out of the Gulf and the Southwest to start moving back in. And we're going to see a nice warm-up, really, from Sunday on through the rest of the week. These winds, though, causing problems out on the water. Seas occasionally at 9 feet, bays on the rough side. So overnight 38, winds gusting to 30, wind chill is going to feel like 24 or 25 degrees. And then for tomorrow, 53, still another chilly one. That is our Friday. And Saturday going to be cold as well, or a little warmer, but still on the chillier side, because here's what happened. Sunday, look at that, in the 70s, then in the 80s the rest of the week for Cuero. Then in Port Lavaca, we warm up very nicely into the 80s later on in the week. Then back here in Victoria, here's what we have. That cold front knocks us down. Chilly mornings with the wind chill. But then, here we go. Look at that. Right around 80, almost the rest of the week. For more weather, news, and sports, you can go to our app. That's at crossroadstoday.com. That is free with any Android and iPhone. James?
Thank you, Howie. In business news, Tesla is accused of firing union supporters days after organizing efforts started.
From the moment you wake up until it's time to go to sleep again, we know you have to wear many hats. When you're ready to be you again, the Y is here. 2023 is the year to take all that you've been given and turn it into something stronger, bigger, better. 2023 is the year of strength, accountability, and accomplishment. This year, be you. Be a member. Visit ymcagoldencrescent.org to schedule a tour today.
My name is Adarius McCormick, and I want you to know about my new segment, Homemade with Adarius. I will interview amazing people and showcase intriguing places that may be new to you in the Crossroads. Want to show off something homemade? Email us at homemade@victoriatelevision.com. See my new segment on Crossroads Today YouTube channel and Crossroads Today Plus. You do not want to miss this.
Chevy Silverado factory lifted trucks. With the capability of a 2-inch lift, the versatility of the available multi-flex tailgate, and the connection of a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Chevy Silverado, taking adventure to a whole new level.
Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $1,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $750 cash allowance.
The Dow losing 432 points, the S&P off 57 points, and the NASDAQ gave up 215 points. Oil down 10 cents, closing at $78.49 a barrel. Tesla workers tried to unionize at a Buffalo facility say Tesla fired more than 30 supporters. The group of employees pushing the effort filed a complaint with the National Labor Relations Board claiming the company illegally fired its supporters. The complaint lists 18 of the employees. It says they were fired for union activity. Supporters of the union object to productivity expectations they describe as unfair and unattainable. They also say Tesla monitors their keystrokes to measure their work. A new report by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York shows household debt hitting $16.9 trillion last quarter. Most of that is in the form of mortgages. Credit card debt also increased by more than 6.5% to $986 billion. With the high debt level, more Americans are delinquent on their payments. The 2.5 delinquency rate is only about half the 4.7 rate seen before the pandemic in 2019. Rising delinquency rates while the labor market is strong worries economists. We'll have one last look at your forecast. Plus, the Pope delivered a message to earthquake victims in Turkey.
Please tune in Sundays at 11 a.m. on KAVU Channel 25, Sudden Link Channel 4 to view the First Baptist Church weekly service.
This week's Lean On Me $500 giveaway is brought to you by Victory Buick GMC. Our drive is to help the community thrive.
My name is Troy York, and I'm the General Manager of Victory Buick GMC. And our winner of our Lean On Me award today is the Rubio family. What are y'all going to use this $500 for?
This money will go towards his upcoming for transportation and also for his medical recovery needs.
Make sure you visit Victory Buick GMC or Victory Kia today and nominate somebody for Lean On Me.
You or someone you know could be our next $500 winner. Go to Victory Kia or Victory Buick GMC to drop off your entry in the Lean On Me drop box with your story and contact info. Go to crossroadstoday.com/leanonme for more info or to enter online.
So, what did you say you do again?
Be in love with someone you're lying to.
Stay up to date with what's happening in the Crossroads by downloading the Crossroads Today mobile app. You'll get instant alerts to your phone or tablet the minute breaking news or weather happens. Only the free Crossroads Today mobile app features weather updates for local sports. The Crossroads Today app gives you the ability to stream our daily newscasts when you're on the go and share pictures or tips straight to our newsroom and so much more. Brought to you locally by Prosperity Bank with 12 locations serving the Crossroads area.
Pope Francis says, "My thoughts and prayers are with the noble Turkish people in this moment of great suffering. Dear brothers and sisters, I am close to you and I pray for you," he wrote. More than 42,000 people have perished. Let's check in with Howie. Howie, we definitely need the big coat tomorrow.
That's for sure. That's for sure, James. Look at this, future wind chills. Okay, into the 20s. That is winter like anywhere in the world, in my opinion, from my experience. And then we stay in the 30s for wind chills at Saturday. Then we start to recover later on in the week. So overnight, 38 degrees, winds gusting to 30, a real feel of about 25 degrees or even chillier. Then tomorrow, 53, strong winds. Keep that jacket on. Looking ahead, though, there is some relief. Eventually, by Sunday, look at that, 70s, then into the 80s. After that. James?
Howie, thank you so much, and thank you for being with us. Remember, we're always on at Crossroads Today. Plus, we hope to see you back here tonight for 25 News Now at 6. World News Tonight with David Muir up next.